So union with what and what exactly?
Well, what's outside of ourselves? The higher self, God. I know God's not a fashionable word, but it's true. You can call it Allah, you can call it Shiva, you can call it that energy was outside ourselves. We've remained cut off from it. That's why we're sort of languishing and running around. Once that's connected and breaks through, the halo, the crown, the lotus, what we like to call the top, Sahasrara, there's various names for it. Once it breaks through and connected, that's the union. Shri Mataji very delightfully calls it being plugged into the divine, which is up there around us. And I think in our awareness, in our seeking, you can look at nature and around us and go, who made this? It's beautiful. We can get mixed up in the modern day living and work and technology and all that stuff that confuses us, but underlying it all, there's something that is in us which we are to obtain. And this is why Shri Mataji started Sahaja Yoga, so it could happen. So it's available.
And this world is very chaotic at the moment, and
it is.
people can also, we can become very chaotic and we don't know what to do. Like it's very scary as well. And yes,
there's a lot of, we're in the right side in creation, into the ego. You can look at the politics of today, it's very blatant and hard. That's the ego. We've evolved we've gone too far. And the within each human being is the ability to understand itself better, to understand the system, which Sahaja Yoga programs are all about, where Shri Mataji describes as being our own teacher. We can understand the system within.
It's talking from inside.
It's from inside. It shows you how you are. And that's an awareness. It is subtle, but it's to be felt rather than we can make it sound good for our own experiences, but the important thing is that people do feel it for themselves.
It's an individual journey, isn't it? As well as collective.
Yeah, as well as collective, because we are all different. We got left side and right side and different conditionings and different ego things, but a lot of ways we are the same in lots of ways. And we can sort of interpret ourselves and work ourselves out. And this is what Sahaja Yoga is all about.
We just have to work out different forms of things.
Forms,
and we will come, at the end, we will come together. And we would feel the same. Yeah.
Well, that's what's meant to be. We are meant to be all united, not split. And there's various peoples over the history that come and tried to help us, saying, hey, do this, you'd be better, do this, forgive, be kind to each other. But, well, we've had the freedom to ignore it or do what we like. But the point is, in the end, what they were saying is true. And there is a better human being within ourselves, and that has to be found. Yeah.
But it has to come from a real experience, not only from a mental point of view and just saying things that are empty. We have to really feel it, so then it really comes out real, isn't it?
It's like, what can we believe today in the way that things are explained and told to us? And it's known as the age of confusion historically. But the thing is, we're to find the balance and the thing in ourselves, because that's how we're made to get to that. That's why we were created this way. We forget the fact that I can taste, I can smell, I can see, I've got senses, I've got something's operating inside myself. And we don't sort of look at ourselves and go, oh, well, even though we're pretty funny as humans, we're made in an amazing way, but there's more for us to have. And that's a subtle thing that's got to be there. Yeah.
Exactly, true. Yeah,
well,
it's a beautiful journey.
It is a beautiful journey. That's the thing about it.
To get to know ourselves and to ascend and to grow, to evolve.
Growth.
In what we can be better than what we are, for sure.
So a number of people online now, and also on YouTube who've joined. So welcome to them also.
We can do the process.
I think we can, I think we can do that. Yeah. If you are comfortable, you can take your shoes off. If you don't, it's okay. It's no problem. It's as you feel. So we're going to go to a short process just to awaken this Kundalini within us. It's a very gentle process. So I'm just going to show you what we're going to do, and then we will do it with our eyes closed, and I will just guide you with my voice. Okay? So we're going to put our hands open, so that our palms open. Just relax and try to have a straight spine, not too much forward, not too much backward, just straight and relax. Just relax the shoulders. So this time is really for our own self. So it's very precious time. So what we're going to do, we will use our right hand, which is the action, and we will place it in different parts on our left side. So we will start with the right hand on our left heart. So that's where reside our spirits. And as Philip was saying, that's what's going to connect with the whole later on. So we will ask a question there. Then we will take our hand under the rib cage, so still on the left side. Yeah, on the left side, yeah, under the rib cage. We will ask another question. Then we will put the fingers, the tip of our fingers between the body and the leg, in between there. Yeah, so we will press hard there, in between the body and the leg, underneath. Then we will come back. You can open your eyes because I'm showing you now. Yeah, here, in between that's right here. Then we will come back. So we'll do it afterwards. Yeah. Then we'll come back on the heart. Then we will go between the neck and the shoulder on the left side. And we just turn our head a little bit to free this area. Just open it up. Then we will put our thumb and fingers on the forehead. So one thumb on the side and fingers on the other side. And we'll just bend our head down a little bit. Just to hammer down a bit there. And then we will put our hand at the lower part of our head at the back, and we push our head back. And then to finish, we will use the center of our palm and put it, you know, when we are a baby, you can see the babies, they have the fontanelle bone area, it pulsates, you know, it's a very tender area. Yeah. So then it closes up with the ego and super-ego. So that's where the Kundalini will go through. So we put on this area, put the whole palm, and we just have a good pressure down, and we push our fingers back. We put our head down as well a little bit, and we just rotate the scalp clockwise. So we're rotating the scalp, not the hair or the head, which is the skin we're rotating, slowly, gently. So that's what we're going to go through that process. So now we're going to do it. So we just close our eyes. We put our two hands on our lap with palm facing up. And we just relax and just take a few deep breaths for ourselves, which can help us to come into the present moment. Just observe how the air is coming in and out. And the attention is going to come within and forget about everything else. Now we're going to put our right hand on our left heart. And here we're going to ask a question to ourselves, not loudly. We're going to ask our own Kundalini. We can call her Mother. We're going to ask Mother Kundalini, am I the pure spirit? Just ask this question to ourselves a few times. I just repeat, Mother Kundalini, am I the pure spirit? Then we're going to put our hand under the rib cage, just under the heart, and we're going to ask another question there. Mother Kundalini, am I my own teacher or my own guru? Whatever we prefer. Mother Kundalini, am I my own guru? Just ask a few times again to ourselves. Then we're going to put our fingers between the leg and the body, in the middle, and just press there hard, push it. Now here we're going to ask our own Kundalini to please give us the pure knowledge about ourselves. So please, Mother Kundalini, give me the knowledge about myself. Just ask a few times. Kundalini responds to desire. So if we have that pure desire to know about our own self, she's going to start moving. Please, Mother Kundalini, give me the pure knowledge about myself. Then we're going to put our hand back where it was before, under the rib cage. And now we're going to affirm the quality of this chakra. We're going to say, Mother Kundalini, I am my own teacher, or I am my own guru. Mother Kundalini, I am my own guru. I'm learning from inside. Then we're going to put our hand back on our left heart, where we first started. And we're going to affirm, Mother Kundalini, I am the pure spirit. Mother Kundalini, I am the pure spirit. I'm not this body. I'm much more than these emotions and reactions and conditionings. I am the pure spirit. Pure love, higher love. Then we're going to put our hand between the neck and the shoulder on the left side. And we just turn our head a little bit towards the right to open up this area. So here, we have to have a very good self-esteem about ourselves. So we have to believe that we can have a self-realization, that we are worthy of it. So we're going to say, Mother Kundalini, I am not guilty. We say a few times. Mother Kundalini, I am not guilty. If we do anything wrong, we can face ourselves. Once we feel the love of the divine, it's easier to face ourselves. Then we're going to put our hand across the forehead with the thumb on one side and the fingers on the other side, and just put our head down a little bit, just humbling down in front of the divine, greater power. And here we have to forgive. We have to forgive everybody, and we have to forgive ourselves. So we're going to say, Mother Kundalini, I forgive everybody, and I forgive myself. So we're not thinking about anyone in particular or anything in particular. In general, Mother Kundalini, I forgive everybody for everything. And I forgive myself. Very sincerely. Just a few times. Then we're going to put our hand at the lower back of our head and push our head back. Now here, without feeling guilty, we're going to ask forgiveness. So we're going to say, Mother Kundalini, if I have done anything wrong against my own spirit, knowingly or unknowingly, please forgive me. Just say it one more time. Mother Kundalini, if I have done anything wrong against my own spirit, knowingly or unknowingly, please forgive me. We're only human, we didn't know. We're in the dark. Now we're going to put the middle of our palm on the top of the fontanelle ball area. So just have a good pressure down, and we push our fingers back and just bend our head as well a little bit forward. And we're going to rotate the scalp at least 7 times, just slowly. And at the same time, we're going to ask Mother Kundalini, please give me my self-realization. Just ask each time, Mother Kundalini, please give me my self-realization. Give me the real yoga, real connection. Mother Kundalini, I desire my self-realization. And then we will just put our hand back on our lap, palm facing up, and keep our eyes closed. And just try to keep the attention above the head, where the hand was, a little bit above. Just trying to maintain it there. See if you can stay there. And just meditate for 1 or 2 minutes. If there are any thoughts, we just bring the attention back on top of the head. Just forgive the thoughts. We let them go. We don't go into it. We can help on the Kundalini, but we can use our right hand like as if we were rising some water there. So just following the center channel, the base of the spine in front of us. We just raise our own Kundalini slowly to the top and beyond. And just do that again. And just do it one more time. And just see if we can feel any breeze, cool breeze or warm breeze coming from the top of our own head. Let's see if it's there. We can try with the left hand. See if it's different. And try again with the right hand above the head. Now we're just going to put our 2 hands towards the sky with the head up, and just see if we can feel any sort of vibrations or coolness on our hands. Shoulders are relaxed. And then we can put our 2 hands a little bit higher and just see if we feel anything as well in our hands. Any heaviness, some might be light, might be cool, might be hot, might be some pressure on some fingers. You just put our attention on the fingers and on the palm of the hand. See what we feel. If one is different than the other one. Then we can put our hand back on our lap and open our eyes. And I think now we have a talk.
Miracles of modern technology. I'd be able to put it there for you.
Best luck.
So we're going to listen to Shri Mataji from of Sahaja Yoga.
There's a little green dot there, and I'm going to find it. Oh, yeah, that was it. They call it. Now within our slides, as you see, the three channels, one on the left, one on the right, and one in the center of the autonomous nervous system. And these three channels represent on the left side the emotion.
The desire side. And the right channel is for the action of these emotions and desires. And the central path is for coordinating and cooperating. All the problems that human beings have are caused by their imbalances. Very simple thing it is. If you go to the roots of everything, this is the knowledge of the roots, of our roots. They are very simple problems. Because when you have imbalances, when you go too much to the left or too much to the right, you create imbalances. And these imbalances cause physical, mental, emotional, spiritual problems. Of course, there could be also psychosomatic, both combined, like emotional combined with physical also. But the simple thing is that you go into an extreme. In anything, the human nature is such that we must go to the extremes. Like one gentleman used to smoke a lot. When I started coughing, it was a no smoking zone. I requested the gentleman, sir, if you don't mind, I have to give a speech in the evening, can you stop smoking? I said, no, I can't. I kept quiet. So he has a double problem. First is the problem that he cannot get over his habit. That is his left side. And the another problem is the right side, that he cannot get over his ego. Such combinations could be there. But basically, the problem is that you cannot remain in the center, in the balance. Sometimes you go to one extreme, from there you go to another extreme. Like some people who are extremely dominating, very arrogant, hot-tempered, suddenly become very sullen, quiet, depressed. Half of the life they impress other, and half of the life they get depressions. Such personalities we have all around us and within us. Now, how to keep in the center is the problem nowadays. Because there are so many alterations to our attention all the time, we have to alter it. Today I have to say TV, then there's a politics going on, then this is going on, that is going on. Our mind is all the time changing from one to another, skipping from one to another. We are living in a very hectic type of world where our attention is not at all steady in the center. It cannot remain. At this juncture, thank God, the modern Sahaja Yoga was born. I was found out. Formerly, one or two persons used to get realization. Very few people used to get realization. At the beginning of the tree of life, I should say. But I thought in those days of complete chaos and such a lot of pressures on people. They have no time to go to Himalayas and work it out. You have to have something very instant. But there was a problem with it. Supposing you try to enlighten people, and they just get a wee bit, then what happens? Formerly they used to cleanse the body, everything, for years together and ultimately give the realization to one person, good for nothing. Nobody understood any incarnations, great prophets or saints, because they talked of some another world. That's why they crucified Christ or gave poison to Muhammad Sahib, did all kinds of things all over the world. With Sahaja Yoga, this mechanism is activated, where you have got this Kundalini, the power that manifests your self-realization. She is a power, I call it she, because it's the mother's power. She is your mother. She gives you birth, so she is your mother. And she is your individual mother. She takes all problems upon herself. Every time I have been giving lectures, people ask, but we have read in such and such book that Kundalini rising gives troubles. I just don't know. Either they are negative people who are trying to keep you away from reality, or maybe they don't know what Kundalini is. She is your mother, waiting all these days within yourself this power. In 3.5 coils, because it's some mathematics about it. And she is activated, then she rises. Just like a primule in a seed. As soon as you put the seed in the Mother Earth and nourish it with little water, in the same way with little love, the divine love, she is activated and she starts rising. With your naked eyes, in some people who have obstructions in the lower chakras, you can see clearly the pulsation at the triangular bone. With your naked eyes, you can see it clearly. Imagine a bone pulsating like a heart. And you can see the rising, and you can see its obstruction where it stops. Supposing you are a liver patient, it will go to your liver first, informing that first liver should be corrected. Or maybe if you are a great seeker, then she shoots off, comes out of your fontanelle bone area, but again she descends back to the problems where she has to attend. It's a very practical thing to understand. Sahaja Yoga, you cannot pay for it. It's nonsense. How can you pay for anything that is living? When you pay for God, or somebody says, I'm God, or this and that, you pay money. I have been telling you, I've been here 4 times before. Every year I was telling you, you can't pay for God. God doesn't understand money. This is your headache. Why do you want to pay for anything that is living process? But nobody liked me at that time. To such an extent that in England they told me that Anglo-Saxon brain cannot understand anything without money. I was surprised, who has made this brain? God has made or somebody else? You cannot pay for it. That is the first criteria. It's your own right to have it. It's Sahaja, born with you. And when she rises, she pierces through all these 6 chakras. The one chakra is below her, which guards the movement of the Kundalini completely, and rises through 6 chakras and pierces through the 6th chakra, giving you a cool breeze of the Holy Ghost. Now, no one knows who is Holy Ghost. Holy Ghost is the power of God, is the desire of God. And she is reflected as Kundalini in the triangular bone. That desire is the pure desire within us. All our desires are impure because they never give us satisfaction. Economics says that in general, wants are not satiable. So now we have got the knowledge about the mechanism, but it must work. For example, in this hall you see beautiful lights are there, and you must have just put one switch and everything must have manifested. But there's a mechanism behind it, a history behind it. All these centers are the milestones of our evolution. The last one is this. Is the limbic area, which is called as Sahasrara. If you cut the brain horizontally, you can see as if you have cut a lotus. And the inner part is a vacuum, which is the limbic area. So this Kundalini enters into the limbic area, opens from both the sides, this calyx, or the outside of this lotus, and pierces through that. Now what is the calyx that we have formed? Are 2 balloon-like growths within us. One is the ego. When we work, when we do anything, we always think we have done it. Now just see what we have done. It's dead to dead. For example, from some tree they must have made this platform, which was a dead tree, made another dead thing. From something dead they have made the chairs. Now if you are sitting on the chairs, you can't sit on the ground. The chair sits on our head. Wherever you move, you have to take the chair with you, otherwise you can't sit. So this matter is trying to overpower us. That's all. This is the ego that builds within us. We have done nothing but just changed forms from dead to dead. Here I am talking about transforming a human being into a new human being, into a human being where there is spiritual light. In Sanskrit language, a person who is a realized soul is called as Dvijaha, means born twice. And also a bird is called as a Dvijaha, meaning The bird also comes as an egg and then becomes the bird. In the same way, we get a transformation, and that transformation brings us to a position where we are in absolute status, in absolute condition. When the Kundalini passes through Agya Chakra here, this one, is the center of Christ, she pushes down both these ego and superegos, which you see the two balloon-like structures. As a result of that, we get a soft bone opened up again, as you had in your childhood, and you feel thoughtless. There's no thought. If you want to think, you can think, but nobody is going on inside all the time.
Okay. Have you felt that sometimes that swing between the right and the left? Like, have you felt that in your life? Have you ever felt that? No? You've never felt like you are, into action, and then some days you feel depressed, feel a bit bad. No? Never felt that? I think a lot of people are feeling this, just that swing, isn't it?
The ups and downs.
Yeah, the ups and downs.
Ups and downs, they call it.
Yeah.
Did you feel anything above your head or on your hands? Or do you feel quieter inside? It's very subtle, yeah.
Did you feel any, like, some breeze or cool or warm breeze? No? Okay, we can help you afterwards. See if you can help. You can also feel ours. Did you feel anything?
Good.
Yeah? Good.
On that sheet there, you take these with you. Now, once this is awakened, it's all up to you. You know the old saying, the ball is in your court. You've had the awakening, you may have felt something. The thing you need to do now is to raise your Kundalini, take the instructions on this, and try it at home. Take a quarter hour, 20 minutes each day, quiet time. Lift your Kundalini as instructed on this, because this is an ongoing thing. You've had the awakening, now you need to strengthen it. So we'll do this together. Take our hands up. When we tie it up, remembering this is intelligent energy, it responds to us. We tie it up. 1, we go up again. 2, for 2 channels, and a 3 for the 3rd channel.
It's the right hand.
The right hand goes around the left hand. The left hand stays still, and then tied up 3 times. Now we do that, and we open our hands on our lap. We close our eyes and see if you can softly move your attention to the top of your head. Because the Kundalini is open, the Agya chakra and the top chakra, which Shri Mataji was describing, we now have the ability to move our attention up there because a path has been made. Take our attention to the top. And you'll find as you practice this, and the days will vary, that you'll actually start to feel the silence of this. That's the beauty of it. Our mind becomes silent and calm. So we'll open our eyes. The Kundalini has made this path. All we need to do is follow it with our attention up to here. If you're having problems and doing lots of thoughts, you can do the little practice which is on the card, again, just subtly, and that'll help us get our attention up to here again. You have to be patient with yourself. You're going through probably quite a thoughtful existence to letting the thoughtlessness take you there. This is not sort of blotting yourself out. It's just a beautiful process where your attention is there, but you're silent. In fact, you're much more aware because you can see things. Your mind is not baffling you or confusing you. So give it a try, as we always say. And it's, you tie your Kundalini up, as I said, hands out. You can use the photograph of the candle because the candle is the light element for here. It's up to you whether you want to use the photograph. She's an important person, a lovely person too. She's not here to fool anyone or charge anyone. She's a beautiful woman, a lovely lady. And all you need to do is open your hands and lift your Kundalini, as I said. Take your attention to there. That's because this has been open for us to achieve that. Try it each day. Come back to the program for more information to help you understand this system, because this system is related to our subtle system, our fingers, and you can learn from that how to look after yourself. And as Meenakshi was saying, one of the affirmations we took was, I am my own teacher. We are that, because we've got to know this system for ourselves, so we can actually look after ourselves. Yeah. Would you have any questions at all? Or you're probably feeling thoughtless, right? Yeah.
Nice.
Anything else you want to add, Meenakshi?
No, I'm thoughtless too. Just enjoying. Yeah.
But it is, try it at home, set yourself up like this, try it each day, even in morning and night, quarter of an hour, 20 minutes. And you'll find that sometimes if you watch your thoughts, you'll be thinking about what happened 5 minutes ago or yesterday, or what am I going to do today? I've got to go and do this, I've got to do that. It's how we are. The thing is, with opening of the Kundalini up to here and opening that space, I forgive, not this thought, I forgive, and go up to there, where you take your attention. This is your halo, your crown, your lotus, Sahasrara. There's many names culturally given, and see if you can stay there just for a while. Attention may slip. No, not this thought. I forgive. Go back. But don't push yourself. Don't exert and don't say to yourself, I'm going to do this. That's right side. If you say, I'm absolutely hopeless, I can't do that, that's left side. The secret of this is letting it happen. And we as humans are so used to being in control and doing. And this is very different in the sense of let it occur. But
surrender.
Anything you wish to add, Meenakshi?
No, just that, to establish this state, we have to give a little bit of time every day.
Definitely.
So that the Kundalini has a chance to rise and to do the work. Because if we don't sit, we go back to what we used to, what we know, and the Kundalini doesn't get a chance to rise. So really sitting down is helping our Kundalini to a special time for our Kundalini to rise and to work within ourselves and establish that state of thoughtless awareness. But yeah, as you said, it doesn't happen just like that.
Yeah.
Because we are not in the Himalayas as well. We have to live this life. And but if we become, with the Kundalini rising, it awakens some qualities that are within us, and then we can share those qualities with others. And we are not like the others who are, either reacting on the right or on the left, but we are more compassionate. We are trying to help. We can help. That naturally we're not thinking I'm going to help. It's just because we're changing, we automatically help. That's just.
I wouldn't say we become perfect, but
no,
we
not
become,
yet.
we become better. Put it that way.
Not yet. We are on the way. We're on the way.
On the way. Okay. But give it a try, as we always say, because it's, as Mataji was saying, this is awakened. It needs nurturing, as Shri Mataji said on the talk about the seed into the ground. Water, it grows, it takes its character, becomes the oak tree or the daffodil or whatever. This is the same thing within us. If we lift and look after it, you'll start to feel that quality of the central channel, the quietness of the meditation, and you start to feel
the spirit.
The heart, the spirit.
That's right. Then we get
that's
to
the
know.
process, yeah.
We get to know about the spirit.
You get to know.
We don't talk about it, we just feel it. And we get to know what's the nature of the spirit.
We won't nag him too much though.
No.
Just give it a try.
That's right.
It's the best thing, yeah.
But I think to finish, there's something we do before and after the meditation. So when you sit down, we do this, and then when you finish your meditation, you do that. It's like a protection. So we just, as we did with Philip, we're just putting our left hand in front of the center channel, and with the right hand, which is just going to go up, up, and tie up one knot. And then again, second time for the second channel, up, up. Just tie up two knots there. And then the third time for the third channel. 3 knots, 2, 3. So our attention is there. Now we're going to leave our left hand open and we're going to use our right hand. Start on the left side. So I'm not mirroring you. I can mirror you. So this is your left side, on this side. Yeah. So you take your right hand and you just go all around to the other side and come back. And that's for one chakra. So we've got 7 chakras to protect as well. So we do it 7 times. Okay. 4, 5, 6, and 7. And we can feel when there's something I like to do after I do this, I just feel my Kundalini. Okay, it's there. I'm going to keep my attention there and then go whatever I have to do. Thank you for coming. It was lovely to have you. And Philippe as well, thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you for coming. Yes, give it a try.
And you can come back next Monday.
Yeah.
Oh, excellent.
Right. Okay. Oh, we are here, everyone. Please.
Good night.
Thank you. Bye-bye. What's that? Didn't happen.
Good night. Thanks for joining.
Oh, it's just gone back.